This is a 20 square meters apartment owned by one of our viewers, and we will turn this into that. We received a special request from one of our valued viewers 2 weeks ago. Wilma, a nurse in the United Kingdom, asked us if we could help her design her apartment. She is particularly concerned about maximizing the limited space in her 20 square meters apartment. She envisions a living space that's not just functional, but also aesthetically pleasing, offering something uniquely appealing to potential tenants. That's why, in this video, we're going to step in and help her out. We'll provide a comprehensive guide to designing and visualizing the interior of her apartment. By the end of this video, not only will Wilma's apartment be transformed into a uniquely designed space that stands out from typical rentals, but you, as a viewer, will also gain invaluable insights into interior design. You'll learn tricks and techniques to maximize space and aesthetics in your own home. If you have comments or suggestions that could enhance Wilma's design or improve our approach, we warmly invite you to share them in the comment section below. In designing Wilma's apartment, we have 5 key considerations based on her preferences. First and foremost, the apartment should be able to accommodate 3 to 4 people for sleeping. This means we need to carefully plan the sleeping arrangements to make efficient use of the available space. Second, she liked to have a living area that includes a 2 to 3 seater sofa and a dedicated space for a TV. Third, she wishes for ample storage in the apartment to minimize clutter. This will involve incorporating clever storage solutions that don't compromise the overall aesthetics. Fourth, she wants the home's design to be sleek and modern. We will therefore focus on using contemporary materials and design elements to meet this criterion. Finally, when it comes to the budget or price, Wilma has mentioned that she is willing to go for a higher price point as long as the quality is exceptional. In line with this, we'll provide some product prices based on options available on Amazon. Let's start by discussing the dimensions of the apartment. It has a clear floor area measuring 3.60 meters by 5.60 meters, making it a total of 20.16 square meters. The ceiling height is 2.7 meters. First, let's carefully consider the placement of the bed and explore the different types of beds that could potentially meet our needs. One option we have is to utilize 2 bunk beds, which would allow us to quickly fulfill the occupancy requirement for 3 to 4 persons. However, this approach comes with its own set of challenges. For starters, incorporating 2 bunk beds will undoubtedly consume a significant amount of floor space, thereby limiting our design options. This would also compromise the availability of space for other essential areas, like a media center where we could place the TV. In addition, it would restrict us from creating a comfortable living space equipped with a sofa. What we did first was to look for the size of the bed that we could use. We had 3 options to consider to accommodate 2 people: a full-size bed, a queen bed, and a king-size bed. If we use a king-size bed, the space left for the dining area would be too small. The full-size bed would work, but we prefer that the occupants of the apartment be more comfortable. Therefore, we agreed to use a queen-size bed, as it's just right for 2 people and still leaves space for the dining area. However, if we were to use 2 queen-size beds, there would be no remaining space for the living area. So we thought of other solutions. One suggestion was to use a trundle bed. This is a bed with a low, wheeled frame stored beneath a regular bed, which can be pulled out for use when needed for the extra bed. In addition to the trundle, we plan to incorporate an extra drawer situated in between the beds for additional storage options. By adopting this approach, we could maximize space efficiency. When bedtime comes, occupants could easily pull out the lower bed, making it a practical and space-saving solution. Currently, the bed is elevated at a height of 0.70 meter from the floor, which necessitates the addition of steps for easy access to the sleeping area. In line with our need for space optimization, these steps will double as drawers, offering further storage solutions for the apartment's occupants. In addition to this, we are considering adding barriers to the sides of the bed. With this layout, let's look at the remaining space for additional furnishings. Starting at the front of the apartment, our first thought was to place a sofa, and it fits without issue. However, we recognize that there is also a need for a closet to store clothes and other personal belongings. To maximize the use of space, we came up with the idea of installing a closet right beneath the elevated bed. This closet would not only serve its primary storage purpose, but could also be integrated with a TV stand or entertainment center, thereby serving multiple functions in one compact unit. Our layout includes a coffee table and a sofa, both strategically placed to face the TV for an optimal viewing experience. Here's an extra tip for those looking to maximize their space. It's not a requirement for the sofa to be stuck against the wall. In fact, moving the sofa away from the wall can sometimes create a more inviting and dynamic space, allowing for better flow and potentially making the room feel larger than it actually is. Now let's move to the kitchen. Based on the photos sent by Wilma, an L-shaped layout is used for the kitchen. This layout is particularly advantageous for smaller spaces, as it utilizes corner space efficiently. In terms of arrangement, the kitchen sink is strategically placed in the middle, while the cooking range and refrigerator are situated at opposite ends. This configuration creates an effective work triangle, facilitating a smooth flow for cooking and food preparation activities. Additionally, we have planned for ample storage both above the kitchen counters and below them. This will offer plenty of room to store cooking utensils, groceries, and other kitchen necessities. At this point, we have a clearer picture of the available space left for the dining area, and it seems to be just the right amount. Depending on the number of people using the dining space, we have multiple arrangement options. If it's just a meal for two, or if the trundle bed below is pulled out, we can conveniently place the dining table against the wall to maximize the floor area. If there are 4 people who will be dining, we have the flexibility to reposition the table to accommodate everyone. We still have a bit of extra space to work with, specifically in front of the dining area or near the entrance of the main door. This opens up the opportunity for adding an additional storage cabinet. This cabinet can be designed to house shoes or other miscellaneous items, making it a practical addition to the apartment. Moreover, Wilma has a clear vision for her apartment. She wants it to exude a modern design. It typically emphasizes clean lines, minimalistic features, and a neutral color palette. It aims to create spaces that are functional, uncluttered, and sophisticated. So this is the culmination of our design efforts. If you have any suggestions or queries, do not hesitate to comment down below. Your input is valuable to us. Thanks for joining us on this design journey. But hold on, we've got a part 2 coming that dives even deeper. Trust us, you won't want to miss it. So hit like and subscribe, and ring that bell so you're first in line for our next video. Got questions or ideas? Drop them in the comments. See you in part 2!